rev up your engines for the Mid-Michigan Biker Podcast with Big E. Proudly sponsored by Christensen Law, where bikers helping engine bikers is more than just a motto. It's our commitment to the biker community. Be sure to tune in and listen to the latest news and biker buzz. And for all your personal injury needs, be sure to contact the Christensen Law team at 248-900-9000. Welcome to the Mid-Michigan Biker Podcast, where the rubber meets the road and the tales of the ride unfold. I'm Big E, your guide on this two-wheeled adventure. Life is short, bikers, so let's get after it. Hey everybody, welcome to the podcast. So today in the studio, we have the usual characters, PP.
Hello.
And OG.
Hello.
But we are also joined by Michael.
That's right.
Michael, say hi.
Hi.
How's it going?
Good.
I know you've been pretty excited to do this podcast.
I have been.
So what's your road name, Michael? You know, like I'm Big E, that's OG, and that's PP. Who are you?
Dudley.
Dudley? I like it. I like it. All right, Dudley. Welcome to the podcast, Dudley. We're happy to have you in studio.
You know you're going to be called that all the time now, right?
Yeah, now every time every one of us sees you, you're Dudley. You're going to get on my bus one of these days, and I'm going to say, hey, Dudley, what up? You all right with that?
Yeah.
All right. All right, cool. All right, so this is going to be a fun episode. Again, it's St. Patrick's Eve, my own holiday. We had a little bourbon for sample, Woodford Reserve, good bourbon.
Very good.
Now,
And a glass of beer.
and well, you got to have beer. It's a beer and bourbon.
Beer and bourbon.
Beer and bourbon.
Beers to wash down the bourbon.
Yep. This is.
Jameson.
I wish this is Jameson, right? Because it's St. Patrick's Day Eve, and it's an Irish thing, and a couple of us are Irish in this room. And this is still the bottle from our good friend Diesel. So he's probably pissed off that it's taken me this long to drink it, but it was a big bottle.
It is a big bottle. It is almost gone.
It is almost gone, too.
Damn near now, yeah.
So it's almost a year old.
I want to know why my glass has got more in it than you guys' glass.
Because you can't hear.
Because he said to say when, and you apparently
You should know just to pour all of it to that line.
There's a lot of lines on that glass.
That one right there.
The one that's above the liquid?
Yeah.
Oh,
Like 3 lines up. You guys did 1 line up.
wah.
Oh.
I thought you were Irish.
That's not as bad as I remember.
That's actually that. I kind of save it for special occasions, just because the bottle meant a lot to me because who gave it to me.
Yeah.
But I don't know why I did that. It's pretty damn good.
It is good.
All right. So, Michael, you're aspiring to be a young motorcycle enthusiast, I take it?
Yep.
What kind of bike are you going to get?
Harley.
Well, duh.
Street Bob.
A street bob? Awesome.
I can race Billy.
So you can race Billy.
He has them
And
bitch bikes.
Hey, now, I got the same bike as Billy. I guess we got bitch bikes.
Mine doesn't have a tune.
But our bikes are comfortable.
Yeah. Even though they have trunks, right?
Are you getting better with that? You're okay with that? Or?
I think he's kind of okay with it. I think he's kind of come to terms with it.
I mean, the first thing about accepting that you're old is just, just accepting it. And
Yeah.
just coming to terms
Trunks
with
are
it.
for old guys? Well, guess what, dude? You're an old guy.
I'm an old guy.
Old coots with scoots.
Now that you've broken the seal on that.
See, I think it's coming out. I think it's catching.
It's catching.
I think it's catching the old coots on scoots.
Yeah.
Yep.
So you're okay with the trunk now? All right.
Comfortable shoes are next, stretchy
Yeah.
pants.
Oh, yeah.
All that stuff's
I
coming.
predict sweatpants in his future, like real soon.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Track pants,
Yep. Oh, yeah.
Cowboy
track
boots.
suit.
No.
Yeah, I can see you and Princess running around in matching track suits.
Oh, that'd be so cute. That would be so cute.
Cowboy boots.
I don't know about that.
No.
All right.
Oh,
So, we're hoping that you bring a unique perspective to the topics today. OG, what's our first question?
our first question is actually a two-putter.
Two putter?
Shut up.
Two-putter?
I was hoping that. I know, I know I said that. I was hoping
It's like,
two-parter.
okay, all right. Now I
So-
understand what we're talking about.
So, we don't edit these because we like the authenticity.
Ooh.
That was a big word.
It was.
I know.
That's a 50 cent.
I did that earlier when I wasn't drinking.
It
Right.
was a lot harder to say this time, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
not really. I just had to, think
Slow
about it a
down
little bit.
All right.
Slow down and think. All right, so go ahead with your question.
I don't remember what it is. Hold on, let me find it.
Oh, shit.
I should have brought my glasses.
Want to borrow mine?
Yeah. How about mine? So, did I tell you what I did at the restaurant the other day?
Ah, Jesus, here we go.
Here we go.
Squirrel.
Squirrel. Holy shit.
So, Wednesday, when you didn't ride and I did, Two Hit messages me, hey, do you want to ride to dinner tonight? I'm like, duh. If you're buying, I'm definitely down for that. She's like, okay. She goes, do you want me to meet you at the restaurant at 5 or do you want to come here and then we'll ride to the restaurant together? I'm like, well, I'll definitely ride all the way home and then ride back to the restaurant. That's just more riding, which is good for me. So I get here. It's like 5 o'clock. Of course, she's not ready to go.
Imagine that.
Yeah.
Ladies.
It's 5 o'clock. You said you were going to meet me at the restaurant at 5 o'clock. I'm home at 5 o'clock and you are not ready. Your bike's not out. The dogs haven't been taken out. You don't even have your shit on yet. Of course, I didn't say anything because, she's buying me dinner.
Well, yeah.
So,
Are you new to women?
I thought maybe, just maybe. So 15 minutes later, we're on our way. We get there. Of course, I got my sunglasses on. I take them off, grab my glasses out of the back, put them on, go inside, and sit down, looking at the menu. I'm like, holy fuck. I can't read. I can't see anything. I'm like, I can't believe switching from my riding glasses to my regular glasses has messed because these are old man glasses that progressive lenses stuff, and my riding glasses are not. They're just so I can see far away. But I'm like, I can't believe that little bit of time I spent on my bike with the regular glasses on messed up my eyes that much where I can't even read. So I take them off, set them on the table, looking at the menu. Trisha, why are you wearing your old glasses? Oh, yeah. And they're not even like my last prescription. They're my prescription before that don't have the progressive lenses in them. So no wonder I can't read. Just a funny, I should have brought my glasses answer.
All right. So
Did you find a question?
Yeah. So anyway, this is something I Googled, I don't know, a couple months ago, because sometimes it's really hard to come up with topics in the winter when you're not riding and stuff. So
Right.
it's 120 different topics for blog posts about motorcycles, and a lot of these you guys are like really already covered, but there are a few on here. So the first one I have is a two-parter. It is, I nailed it that time.
You did.
What do you like about riding alone, and what do you like about riding in a group? Go.
Mm.
You want to go first?
So,
Dexter, shut up.
so I guess riding alone is enjoyable if you just want to go and you don't have to worry about nobody else as far as being in a group of bikers. Clear your head, just go out and enjoy a ride. You don't have to worry about anybody else behind you. Or for that matter, in front of you.
Right.
I mean, depending on where you're at in that group ride. Obviously, you're always worrying about cages.
Go ahead.
But yeah, I think riding alone would be just you don't have to worry about anybody else in a group.
And I imagine being a road captain, there's a huge difference, more than the rest of us, between riding alone and riding with a group.
Oh, yeah.
You know, when I'm riding in a group, I'm worried about the people in front of me, the people behind me, and things like that. But as a road captain, you've got a lot more responsibility.
Well, and you're as a road captain, you're worried about everybody in the group. I mean, obviously, if you're the road captain, you've got nobody in front of you, so you don't have to worry about people in front of you and people behind you. But if you've got 3 bikes or you've got 30 bikes, you've got to make sure that all 30 of them bikes or 3 of them bikes are all safe going down the road. But I mean, I don't do a lot of single riding. Other than to work. I mean, to and from work. But I mean, I've gone by myself up to Benzie to work or whatever, but I mean, it's not too often. Again, it was to work and home and back home from work or back to the office, whatever. But not too often do I ride without somebody else behind me. But riding in a group, I mean, I enjoy riding in a group just because of numbers. I mean, people see numbers.
Right.
And to me, it's safer on the road, from the cages. Normally, I mean, of course, that Sunday ride that we did, I was not road captain. I was actually able to ride in the back towards the back, and I just had to worry about the bike in front of me and the bike behind me. I mean,
right.
And you were behind me,
right?
And yeah, it was enjoyable. Yeah, I think the biggest difference is you're riding alone. You can clear your head. You don't have to worry so much about other.
You're only worried about yourself,
right? You're worried about yourself and nobody else,
right?
But in a group, you got to worry about the people around you too,
right?
So,
and being road captain, you have, you said you don't have to worry about the people in front of you, but you have other worries.
Well, yeah, you
have the road you have to worry about, and
yeah,
and the cages and all that.
I mean,
nonsense.
You got to make sure you're paying attention for animals, and
it's not nearly as enjoyable for the road captain, I think, as it is for the people in the ride.
And I mean, I love riding. I mean, I love riding. It doesn't matter if I'm in the back, in the front, leading, or if I'm in the middle of that pack. I enjoy riding, and it's enjoyable to me to be able to ride with a group of bikers.
Right. Yeah, and I'm like you. Pretty much the only solo riding I do is to and from work.
Yeah.
And it's nice. Get out of work and you kind of got that half an hour, 45 minutes, maybe an hour, depending on which way you go home, to clear your head and get right for the night or
Right.
get in the mindset for work in the morning or whatever.
Yep. I mean, Princess is by it, and we've actually been on the bike and rode downstate and I mean all over Michigan, just the two of us on the same bike. But there again, I'm not by myself.
Right.
So you still have to make sure, it's riding by yourself and riding two up is completely different also.
Yeah.
And I know that's not near the question, but
No.
People that have never rode two up, they
Right.
might put somebody on the back of their bike and go, holy, what the fuck?
Right.
Because it's a complete different,
It's different.
it's a complete different ride. So,
Yeah. I enjoy riding in a group just for the camaraderie and the brotherhood and sisterhood, So,
Yeah, I love them both. I like riding by myself sometimes. Being on my own schedule, making the stops I want to make, and or not making stops when I don't want to make.
not
them.
being forced to ride 9 hours.
I'm okay with that. I'm not a ride 20 minutes and stop, and then ride 20 minutes and stop, and ride 20 minutes and stop kind of person. I like the longer rides, so and that's pretty much what I do when I ride by myself. But I also do really enjoy riding in a group. I like riding with my brothers, and I'm not the most social person. I'm sure you guys have noticed, but
Well, I don't know.
but for me, riding in a group is kind of therapeutic. I get to be out and enjoy the outdoors with people, but not be forced to talk to them. So for me, it's a perfect social situation.
Right.
But yeah, I love them both pretty much equally. So
Cool. Michael, when do you get in a bike, dude?
I get out of high school.
When you get out of high school? When do you do that?
I'm 26.
When you're 26?
Yep.
So you're in special programs in school, right?
Yeah.
Because you ride my bus. We pick you up. We take you all over Ludington.
Yeah.
Take you to sandcastles. What do you guys do there?
Wipe up all the stuff.
Oh, clean stuff.
Yeah.
That's cool. And you go to the Lakeshore Resource Center, to the food club, and you do stuff there.
Yep.
Pretty awesome. Teach you some skills.
We go to Walmart.
You go to Walmart. Yep. Yep.
Go out to lunch.
You go out to lunch. You don't ever invite me, dude.
you're working.
Yeah. Thanks. You weren't supposed to tell him that. So you're all set to you're going to get a Harley?
Yep.
Fat Bob? And you're going to race Street Bob? Oh, sorry.
Street Bob.
And you're going to race Billy.
yeah,
You're going to smoke him. You got a color picked out? You got a bike picked out?
I want it to be red.
Red?
With
We
the
don't have a
number-
red bike that rides with us, do we?
No.
I think Banjo's bike's like burgundy or something like that, but it's not a Harley.
It's a Honda. Honda, ain't it?
I
No,
think
Suzuki.
Yeah.
I think it's-
The
no, it's a Yamaha. It's a V-Star.
V-Star. Yeah.
V-Star.
Yeah,
Yeah,
V-Star.
Yamaha. Yeah. That's
Sounds good, though.
right. It does.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So, you get your endorsement, right?
Yeah.
Sign up out at the college,
Yep.
motorcycle safety and all. Of course, if you buy, we can take you to Hot Rod Harley Davidson and introduce you to Johnny, and I'm sure he would sell you a bike, and then you could take the Harley course right there at Hot Rod for
Yeah,
like
'cause if
$100
you-
because you
I think-
bought a bike.
Yeah, because if you buy a bike, I think
Buy a
it's,
bike, it's $100.
yeah.
Wow.
What do you think?
That'd be awesome.
Wouldn't it be awesome? Yeah.
I want it shipped.
Yeah. All right. So you got something else we can talk about there, OG? Pull it up on your.
Yeah. Number 58. What's the best chain lube? Okay, we won't do that one. Nobody gives a shit.
So Smack him because
Be nice to me, Michael.
go look on our bikes. I don't see any chains.
They're belt driven.
There you go. See, Michael knows.
Yeah.
They're belt driven, OG. That was a dumb question.
This list is from 1984. Let's see. Why are women riders badass?
Because they're hot.
Good answer, Michael.
Michael hit the nail right on the head there.
All right. Yes, Michael, because they're hot. I mean, I think it's cool. Women bikers are just cool. I
It's
mean,
just freaking impressive. And
I think it's an impressive thing because it's a male dominant activity.
which brings us back to OG's favorite episode of the podcast. The Linda Lou Hotchkiss
Yes.
episode.
number 16, go back.
number
and listen
16,
to
go back and listen to it.
Freaking awesome. The professor and Wendy,
Yep.
entertaining as hell. Just
One of our favorite episodes.
But yeah, that to me, I mean, yeah, they're hot. I mean, they're
badass.
but to me, it's a male dominant activity. I don't want to say sport,
Right.
but activity. And the ladies that get into it and ride is just a cool thing.
And now, I mean, we're lucky that our wives ride.
Yeah. I mean,
So that makes them hot instantly.
well, yeah.
Not that they weren't already hot in our eyes, but they just like got hotter.
Yeah.
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 So yeah. What do you think, Michael? Biker chicks are hot.
Yeah.
Do you know any biker chicks besides my wife and his wife? No.
No.
Any
Yeah,
single
there's
ones?
there's not. Yeah, he's looking for a single one. If you know one, the single one, OG's looking. He doesn't want anything serious.
Well, I mean, if you're a
Well-
badass biker, bitch.
Well, maybe serious. I think there's something on Facebook, dude.
But probably not.
Like,
Anyway,
I keep getting them popping up on my feed. You know,
dude, that's all my Facebook is.
really?
Yeah.
It's chicks.
Chicks on bikes.
You got to totally be chasing that shit down. You're single,
Ready to single to be mingled.
right?
None of them live up.
All right. What's the next question?
Oh, let's see. God, I just had it. Fucking hate being blind.
Wow.
Play some music. Michael, why don't you speak for us?
So, Michael,
What?
you know, there's a swap meet at Harley Davidson on the
30th.
What are you
No.
doing?
I don't know yet.
Well, you need to let us know. Maybe we'll take you down there.
Okay.
All right.
I have cash.
You got cash? You got money?
It's in at home.
I need some parts. You gonna buy me some parts?
Yes.
Just kidding, dude.
I buy me a new vest.
Well, vests. They'll have them there.
Like $100.
They probably won't. Well, I don't know. A Harley vest is pretty pricey.
Needs to buy a vest at
the Blessing.
Blessing.
Yeah. You going to the Blessing?
I want to go.
You want to go? Tell mom and dad. We're going to the Blessing, damn it. Tell them. Guess say it just like that.
And the blessing on the bikes.
We're going to the Blessing of the bikes. Damn it.
It might not get you real far with mom and dad.
Don't
though.
tell your dad I told you that.
I'll tell my brother that.
There you go. Won't he take you? Would he take you?
He probably will.
There you go.
He has a little car.
Now he's got a little car, but I seen a picture of a truck on Facebook today, little videos, and sounds pretty tough.
Chevy step side,
Yeah,
big block.
yeah. It sounds pretty good.
What do we got here, OG?
What are you?
God damn.
So many of these we've already talked about.
So we got Michael here though.
Yeah, but
Okay.
Pick something.
All right. Listening to music while riding. Go.
Oh,
Well, yeah.
yeah.
Motley
Of
Crue.
course. Beyonce over there. Is it?
I'm pretty sure it was Lady Gaga, but
Well,
Motley
did-
Crue or
did
Bon Jovi.
Megan just say that Tony was listening to Beyonce when he pulled up on his badass Harley?
yeah.
It's,
So
it's
Motley
music.
Crue.
It's noise.
Motley Crue, Motley
Not
Crue,
noise.
Wild Hogs Weekend.
Motley
At
Crue.
the Poopy's Pub and Grub in Savannah, Illinois. There's a Motley Crue tribute band, Crew U, that we're gonna see. There's a video on YouTube. I'll send it to you. You can check it out.
All right.
You can let us know if they're any good.
I wore my bracelet.
Yeah. Harley Davidson bracelet.
Yeah.
Check that shit out. That's badass. I don't even have that.
Hey, no kidding. That's cool.
I want one. Where'd you get it?
One of the ladies that work at Disney.
Oh. Huh. Nice. Huh.
How about Eagles and Boobies one?
An Eagles and Boobies one. Why didn't you wear that one too? If you're gonna be a biker, dude, you gotta Eagles and Boobies and Harley Davidson. It all goes together.
Yeah.
Beer, bourbon. It's all good.
Yeah.
Got a Miller Lite.
Hey, Scooter would be proud.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it would be.
Scooter would be proud. Scooter's the Miller Lite guy.
Yep.
And I'm drinking his beer.
You are actually drinking his beer. He left it here.
He's screwed now.
Yep.
The first one I took it.
Oh.
All right. What is your biggest motorcycle pet peeve, whether it's with other riders or just the motorcycle?
Ooh, that's a good one. So I'm just gonna say on this group ride thing that we did, or this little ride we did this a couple Sundays ago, I could see our road captain, who was not our road captain for that ride. I could see it was kind of bugging him that he wasn't the road captain. But there was some other things that were bugging him too.
I didn't mind
and
not
it's
being
nothing
the road
against
captain.
nothing against Rhino being road captain, because he did an okay job being a road captain.
Oh, you
Yep.
did a good job that day.
But it is tough to sit back and not do your job that you're used to doing. And I mean, I am guilty of it when I'm training for my regular 9 to 5.
Mm-hmm. It's hard to not stop in sometimes. and just
Exactly.
go over. Yeah. No matter what you're doing.
Right.
Yeah.
So, rider pet peeves. You want to go first, or I got one. I got one for sure.
I'll let you go first.
Okay.
I'm trying to figure
So-
out how I want to.
So
Just
I'm
rip
usually
the
the
idea
tail
off.
gunner. So I'm last. My biggest pet peeve. Oh, geez, gonna like this one.
Is it me? It's me, isn't it?
Well, not so
Tell
much
me,
any,
I'll
not so
fucking
much
do it
anymore.
more.
Not so much anymore since you have a Harley Davidson. But when you had your victory, fucking canceling your goddamn turn signals. Oh my god!
Yeah.
Are you turning or are you not turning? Drive me friggin' nuts, dude.
On the victory, I didn't have auto cancel turn signal. So
Yeah.
yeah, I was probably guilty of going 2-3 miles with a turn signal on.
50 miles.
Oh, that would just amuse me though.
It was annoying. It was annoying.
But I can relate because I cannot stand those flashing taillights that you had on your day. I cannot stand those.
On my soft tail?
Soft tail, yeah. I cannot stand those.
So they had when I hit the brakes on my soft tail, that would pulse. It would brrr, flash.
Oh, God.
Everybody hated them, apparently. I'm just finding this out now.
I think they're the coolest thing.
I do too. I think they're
mean,
awesome. I
they
mean,
are-
they grab your attention.
They are effective.
You know what? Goddamn 2-hits taillights are so freaking bright on the ones between the bags and the fender, that I think she's on her brake lights all the time. It bugs me.
Yeah. No, they are very effective.
I'm used to it now, but originally I was like, whoa.
Yeah.
It's kind of an interesting thing because when you're riding in a group and you tend to ride behind the same people all the time, you kind of get used to certain things.
Right.
Yeah. Yep.
And then you switch up the order, and it's kind of unnerving sometimes, like the differences, and just in the bikes. And
Well, it throws it,
the
it
style
and
of
it does.
riding.
It throws everything off because you're used to riding behind that person and maybe having that person in front of you, but on the in lane 2, so lane 3. So you're it throws all that off if you get into a different group, riding with a different group in a charity run or like our group, we mix people up. Well, then
We have some people show up, some people don't show up.
yeah, and now you're
And you're going to totally throw things off with all these lights you're putting on your bike.
I know.
But you know that I mean the more lights you have, I think is better off. I mean,
Definitely. More red.
more red, more get that redness out there for people to see.
I just remember, like, at some point last summer, 2-Hit was riding behind me, and she's like, "You need more lights on your back, on the back of your bike." So
You do.
Oh yeah,
For
all
sure.
you have is a stop. All you have is your
All
brake
all you've
light
got is a
the turn
Tail light.
signals
and
tail
then
light.
and then the turn
Yeah.
signals. That's
Yeah.
all you have.
right. The newer ultras. I mean, you're only a year older than me,
Right.
but they changed so much going to from 13 to 14.
Yeah.
I mean, I have bag lights. I have trunk lights. I mean, the
Yeah,
bag lights were
you and I
added.
are pretty much the same, I think.
Yeah, because the bag lights were added.
Right.
But the trunk came with the trunk light.
Right.
No, I did not add them.
I think you have lights on your racks though, on your guards.
but I have
and on the
yes,
yeah, luggage rack. You have a little bit more red back there than I do. But
and it was all added before I got the
right. Right.
But yeah, so red is good. Definitely.
Definitely if you're riding solo,
Yeah,
you know,
especially
it
if you're
makes
riding
it makes a huge difference if you're solo and you know.
And that pulse, that brake light pulsing.
I like that.
I mean,
I know it's annoying, but
It's very effective. I mean, you can't miss it,
right.
so it does its job.
it does its job.
It's annoying, but that's what it's supposed to be.
If you're the tail gunner and you're the last bike,
Right.
it's perfect.
Right.
Maybe if you're the road captain, it's annoying because everybody's looking at it all the time, every time. But
Because they have them headlight ones that flash too.
oh yeah, now that bugs me. The headlight, the pulsing headlight, that bugs me.
That bugs me
Oncoming.
also because of the fact that I think they're flashing their light.
Yeah,
I mean, when I don't now.
I mean, I'm already looking for bikes anyways, just because
Yeah. I mean,
I'm a biker.
you want to signal them and whatnot, but a lot of them are.
What's up, buddy?
Almost my medicine time.
Oh, all right.
But yeah, so they got that. When I first saw them, I was like, "Why the fuck's that guy's?" Because I was in a cage.
Right.
Like, why the hell is that guy flashing me? I got my. It's daylight. I don't even have my lights on. Oh shit! I mean, years and years ago when they
Right.
first came out with it, I'm
It seems like Honda Goldwings had that a lot.
I don't
A
know.
lot of Goldwingers did that, I think.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, that's cool, but
Yeah.
All right, your pet peeve. You're not getting off the hook.
oh,
So
This is me again, isn't it? It's me.
well, yeah. I mean, no, actually, he
No.
didn't. He hasn't complained about you riding in the back.
I'm so far behind him, he doesn't know I'm there.
No. See, when he rode in the back on Sunday,
Oh, okay.
so
road captains
I
get a
guess-
totally different view of the freaking what it's like to be a tail gunner, and just like, I mean, I rode out front and road captain a little bit, but not with like any serious amount of people. So I mean, I have huge respect for what he does, and yeah.
I guess my biggest pet peeve would be when you're riding in a group and you come to a 4-way stop.
Ooh.
They're empty, Michael. They're empty flasks.
And
Nothing in them.
your road
Not a
captain
small
goes
one.
through,
Huh?
Not a small one.
and
Oh.
bike 2 and bike 3 go through,
Well, bike 4 stops at the stop.
and then bike 4 stops at the stop sign,
Not to call out anyone.
and then waves the car to go through.
True story. This happened.
And after that car goes through, bike 4, bike 5, and bike 6 go through. That's kind of
I watched.
I can
I
understand
watched his head. He like turned red. Like. And just like I thought his head was going to explode for a minute there.
because when your road captain goes through, because this car wasn't at the stop sign when the road captain
Correct.
took off.
Correct.
So all of the bikes, I mean, and granted,
And it's
there was only 6 bikes.
right. It's kind of like understood that if
All the
a
bikes
small
should go
group
through.
of bikes shows up at an intersection, when the first bike goes, the rest of them are going to go, especially when it's like a 4-way stop.
Yeah.
Right.
And that kind of bugged me. Because I'm not used to that. I mean,
You know, and
I'm not used to bike stopping and letting
The-
traffic go.
the individual we were speaking of did that before. It's annoying
yeah.
because sometimes they do it and sometimes they don't.
Right. Now, I thought that individual was going to go, so I was going also. Of course, he was in lane 3. I'm in lane 1, and he stops. Well, when I saw that he wasn't going to stop, I stopped also, but I damn near stopped in the intersection because
Not good.
I thought he was going. Granted, I was not in the intersection, but I mean, I could have very well, I was past the white line.
Right.
So I don't know. It's just, that's and maybe that's something that we as a group, when we ride, we need to
Discuss. Yeah, I think it needs to be covered.
Because I didn't realize that. Of course, I'm always
Usually lead bike.
I'm always road captain, so
Right.
I'm always the lead bike. So I don't see that.
You don't see
stuff.
some of that stuff.
But
But it happened on our Wild Hog strip too.
and that, I mean, that
Same person.
now I do know there was a part in our Wild Hogs trip last year that I pulled out. 2 other bikes followed me, and all of a sudden there was a cage right there.
Right.
Now, could that cage have stopped if the other bikes would have went? I don't know. But it was a blind curve, or it was a
No, it was a
it was a curve.
Yeah, it was a curve.
And that car was coming quick, and we I mean, I felt bad because I pulled out,
Right.
but there was no traffic when I pulled out. So, I mean, obviously, when you're pulling out into traffic, you got to obviously look and make sure there's no traffic too. But this was at a 4-way stop.
Right.
that car is has to stop.
Yeah,
I mean, so
So you were ahead of me, and you were shaking your head, and I was shaking my head. And
but I
we
mean,
need to address that because
it's a lot of people that don't ride bikes know when there's a group of bikes, all them bikes will go.
right.
Not saying everybody knows that, but if you would have kept on going, that lady that was in that car,
Wouldn't have,
she's not going to run your ass over.
No.
I mean, she's not going to run you over. So, but I think that's one.
That's one of your peeves.
I think that's one of my peeves is not knowing the proper group riding etiquette.
Yeah, that's a good one. Are you learning stuff, Michael?
Yep.
Are you learning what to do and what not to do?
Yep.
All right.
Don't be idiots.
In a nutshell.
So, like, when I'm training drivers, because that's what I do, I'm training one right now. And so we sit down, we got a bunch of paperwork and a bunch of videos to watch and stuff like that. And first thing I tell them is the number one thing, and this was told to me by my trainer when I started there, the dispatcher is always right.
Mm-hmm.
So whatever the dispatcher tells you to do, you do. If you have a problem with it, when you get back to base, that's...
Even if you know it's wrong, you still do it.
Yeah. Yep. Because that's what they told you to do.
Yep.
And you take it up with them face to face when you get back to base. The other thing I tell my trainees, don't do stupid shit. I mean, that pretty much covers a lot right there. If they listen to me. So I had one guy. He's like, well, at such and such a stop, do you pull in and park here and then back up? Whoa. First of all, we don't fucking back
Why
up.
are you backing up?
Right.
We don't fucking back up. But the funniest part about that is we had a meeting, like post-COVID, when we started doing the corridor between Scottville and Ludington again. And at that meeting, they literally told us, we don't back up. You do not back up this bus. Okay. Next part of this meeting, we're going to talk about the corridor. You go to this bank, you pull in here, you back up here, and then you go out the driveway. And I shit you not, that is the exact freaking way that happened. They tell us to not back up, and then you pull in and you back up.
I know what bank you're talking about, and why do you have to back up anyways?
They didn't want us driving around it, which we used to do.
Who's they? The bank or you guys?
Management.
Okay.
No, I'm sorry. They didn't want us driving around it because in the winter, the snowbank could push you out close to the drive-through and you might hit it. It never happened when we were servicing that bank before.
I'd be more worried about hitting something backing up in a bus than driving forward.
The 12 months out of the year, other than maybe snow pushing you too close to the building, 3 months, if that, when we had enough snow. Yeah. So anyways, yeah. So, but hopefully none of my coworkers listen to the podcast. Well, none of the management ones.
Don't back up.
We don't fucking back up our bus. He looked at me like, I was like, because that's everybody say, we don't fucking back up.
Oh.
He was a little taken aback.
Yeah.
He's actually shopping for a bike right now. That guy was.
Cool. Sweet.
Yeah, I don't know.
We're looking for more members.
No, we're not.
Okay, not that one.
Yeah, we'll talk about that later. So,
Quality members.
quality members, people that don't do stupid shit. which
Quality over quantity.
which he can't say. So, we're gonna sidetrack because it is St. Patrick's Eve.
Yeah.
And
Your holiday. Your new holiday.
It's my new holiday, and we're Irish, and except for him. Are you Irish?
No.
Then except for you.
How many people in our group are Irish?
Well, I'm guessing Matt Murphy's probably
Like
pretty freaking Irish.
90% of them? Yeah. So many Irish people end up in this area.
Poor choices. So I'm gonna go out and we're gonna talk about this. So PP had a birthday here not that long ago, and his wife got him the coolest gift ever.
It was
And
pretty badass.
It is freaking badass.
Ooh,
And
can't wait to hear.
I was so freaking impressed with it. I bought one
No shit.
because it was badass, and I had to have it. Not to steal this thunder or anything like that, but so she actually sent me the link, and I ordered one.
Oh, that. Okay.
The redhead barrel freaking deal. And you get it customized. Mine actually says Crewer's Special Reserve Bourbon. I don't even know what yours says. It says McGee's something.
Pretty much the same thing, I think.
Is it?
I need one.
It's dude, they're bad. Isn't that badass? Doesn't that look cool?
I need one
So-
to put in my room.
Yeah.
I can sit there and drink
There-
whiskey.
There you go. So it's a barrel, oak barrel that's been charred, and they tell you to add stuff to it, and they give you I got the honey bourbon one. I think you got the bourbon one.
I got the bourbon one.
But they have rum, they have different flavors or whatever.
Mine says private reserve.
Private reserve, so you won't share it. So it holds like 2 liters or something like that. It was just about just over 3 jars of moonshine is what I used.
Yeah.
So you mix it up with this syrup they give you, this essence of bourbon, honey bourbon in my case, but bourbon in your case. And you let it sit for however you let it age in the barrel. They tell you to try it after
They tell you to try it after a week.
a
And
week.
then it says let it age for 1 to 2 weeks. Try it, and then once you like it, they say bottle it.
Bottle it,
So that way it doesn't keep on
aging and
aging inside the barrel, because with it being so small,
right.
the process is astronomical in timeline.
Why's your glass so full?
That is actually the glass of
Oh, is it really?
bourbon
Yeah.
from the barrel.
All right, so to recap, this is a barrel for brewing your own bourbon.
Well, kind of, yeah.
Yeah, kind of.
Okay.
So-
and they do say that you can use it a couple different times.
Right. Yep. They
So
give you
it's
stuff
not a
to
one
clean
time
it.
and only. They do give you. So when you get it, you have to
Rinse it out and soak
rinse
it.
it out,
and-
soak it, so that way it gets all the boards.
yeah, all the wood out of it.
Well, all the boards swell.
Right.
I mean, it's a
So it seals.
It's a freaking barrel.
It's a little barrel.
I mean, it's just like
And
a
I
55
will
barrel.
actually post a picture of it on the Facebook page.
Yeah. I mean, it's pretty cool. So
It is way cool.
yeah.
And I thought it was so cool. I had to have one.
Yeah.
Of course, then I added a little maple extract to my concoction. And you and I talked about
Yep.
the what we were going to use as the base for our quote unquote bourbon. And you had been talking about using
I was thinking about using the diesel 151,
right.
and then of course I don't know. You said, well,
That's
that's
pretty
gonna be
hot.
some pretty hot shit.
Yeah.
Like, oh yeah, you're kind of right there. So
Yeah.
let's do something, because it tells you to use a vodka. Well, we know vodka is a 80 proof
Right.
liquor,
And
so
my only problem with that is it's not corn based.
Right.
So how are you going to get a true bourbonish flavor
Out of a corn base.
out of a corn base? Of course, I'm sure their essence maybe is geared towards that. I don't know.
We're going to find out, aren't we?
We are going to find out right here because mine's been going for about a week and a half now.
Yep.
And I used some 101 proof moonshine
Okay.
that I bought at one of our local liquor stores.
Yep.
I added my essence of honey bourbon
Yep. They came with the kit.
that came with the kit. And I think you can buy the essence
You can. You can buy the essence
as well,
separate.
separate. And I added a little maple to it because I thought maple honey sounded pretty good. I don't know if I added enough maple, but we're about to find out.
Well, I'll just say, just looking at it, the color is amazing.
The color looks good.
It looks really
does.
good.
I'm pretty happy with the color. The smell, I can definitely smell the moonshine still.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it should be pretty much corn based, which is what you want for your bourbon. I'm a little nervous right now. So
Sip her up, Buttercup.
yeah, so I poured a little sipper here. We're gonna pass it around and see what everyone thinks. I'm guessing we're probably gonna have to age it longer. Maybe not. Maybe we'll bottle it tomorrow. I don't know.
You're still smelling the.
I'm still
moonshine.
smelling the moonshine.
Kind of nervous about that because
And then I actually added some maple extract to the last jar of the moonshine that I had.
okay.
So I'm stalling.
We're totally watching your face.
Yeah,
during
yeah.
this.
We understand you're stalling.
So
Yeah, we understand. We can see that.
you can see that?
Yeah.
It's that obvious. All right. Well, here goes nothing.
He's speechless.
It's actually not bad. Just a sip.
Good shit.
Well, there you go.
All right.
If Michael says it's good shit, it's got to be good shit.
Good whiskey.
It's actually not bad. I think I've actually had worse actual bourbon.
Well, I've definitely had worse.
I think it's pretty good.
It's not bad. Don't smell it.
Yeah, don't smell it.
Yeah, you
It's a little hot, but
It smells hot. Yeah, you can. It's a little
it
hot.
smells hot. You can smell it. I mean, I can't smell like honey or
No, or maple.
maple.
I'm gonna let it age, but it don't taste bad right now. Are you numb yet, Michael?
no.
We won't tell your dad. It's drinkable, I think. What? You handed it back to me. What do you think?
I took a sip. It's yours.
What?
You got to finish that up.
What do you think?
Okay. Compared to the $3 bottle,
Oh, I think it was $7.
It was $7.
It was $8.14
$8.14 out the door.
that's way better than that.
Yeah, I mean
Yeah.
it's actually not bad.
That's not a bad. That's not bad.
So yeah, Redhead Barrels. I know they're on the internet. I know you can get it on Amazon.
Yep.
We're not a paid sponsor.
Christian
No,
Law.
they're just cool as shit.
Christensen Law is our sponsor. Yep. Michael hit it on the head.
Good job, Michael.
Do you listen to the podcast? Do you really?
Yeah.
Like every week?
Yes.
So you're one of our listeners.
Ever
Yeah.
been to Japan?
One of our 3.
Wow.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah,
Good
that's
job,
awesome.
Michael. Good job.
See, and Michael came, hung out with us. Got a can koozie.
Yeah.
Yep.
He's gotten stickers.
Business card.
Got the business card with the fancy QRs. Yeah.
Holy crap. Set
Yeah.
right up. Set
We
right
hooked
up.
him, we hooked him up. So, if you're local even and you listen to the podcast, hell, you want to come sit in, party with us and do a podcast with us and drink some
Beer and bourbon and
cheap bourbon. And
And we know there's locals because we can see the stats.
yeah, because there are that's to me that's humbling.
Mhm.
Just that there's people in my town that are listening. I think it's cool.
Damn straight.
Hell yeah, brother.
Well said, Michael.
Yeah, well said. Hell yeah, brother. So, Michael, you're gonna get your Harley
Custom built.
custom built. Well, maybe OG can help you put lights on it.
Yeah, I'll have plenty of
He's got a
experience.
pretty good lighting experience coming up. He's already got like 27 LEDs on his bike, anyways, from his light kit.
Oh,
so-
yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
we added underglow to our bikes. PP and I did.
That's how
And
I'm
we
doing
got like
mine.
what were they, 12 LED or something like that, 12 strips.
yeah, something like that.
Yeah. And
It was on sale.
OG's like, hold my beer. He got like the 27 strip freaking.
So you can see it from
He-
space. But,
he, he's got a lot of LEDs on his bike.
Mine's gonna be red.
Red.
The one night, I don't remember where we were. It was the night we had to scoot Billy out or whatever.
Scoop Billy out of the bar.
Yeah, on Wild Hogs weekend.
Oh, on Wild Logs weekend?
Yeah.
And we left Tap
Manistee.
21.
We got back to
Manistee.
the parking lot of the hotel.
Oh my God,
We
Billy.
pull in and
Billy.
fucking
Yeah. Oh my God, Billy.
fucking
No, he knows Billy.
we get back to the hotel, pull in the parking lot, fucking PP's laughing. Because my lights were on.
Yeah.
My LEDs.
He's got his LEDs.
Oh, his underglow?
Which is illegal
Yeah.
Yeah.
to ride with.
Yeah.
And we weren't sober.
No. And there were cops.
State cop, I mean, whatever.
No,
But-
cop. Sorry.
But
Yep.
anyway.
Good times.
Yeah.
Hurry up, Michael. Get your bike.
You're missing out on the fun.
You're missing out on all the fun.
I had to graduate high school first.
You're 21. What do you got? 5 more years?
10 more years.
Holy
Yeah.
fuck. Then you
Yeah.
come ride with us.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. You're like family anyways,
Yeah.
right?
Well, not like family, he is family.
Oh, he is. Yeah, I guess it is. He is
I
family.
was going to say he is family.
He is family.
I'm just going to go there.
Yeah.
All right, so one more question.
One more question?
Do we have time?
Oh, we got time. I write that schedule.
All right, so
He's
got a
got
good one?
He's got to find the list again.
no, I've already. I can remember this one amazingly.
You need another
Why
shot.
are
You need some
motorcycles-
shit.
He didn't have to have his glasses.
You need some more booze.
Okay, so I just want to point out that I drank a whole glass of Jameson and I didn't puke. So
Don't puke on me.
that's the first time in 10 years. Why are
I'm not afraid.
why are motorcycles better than women? Since you
You're
guys are married, I will take this one.
They're like your future wife.
Okay, why are motorcycles better than women, OG?
I can turn it on whenever I want,
I can do that.
and
I can start mine up every day.
I can ride it as long as I want.
I can do that.
Same.
Really?
Mine's like my future
Really?
wife.
As long as I want, as long as I need, same difference.
It doesn't talk back.
Be the best. Be the best 5 seconds of her life.
If you get mad at it, it will talk back.
If I get mad at it, I can just park it in the garage, right?
I was trying to keep you guys out of trouble, and
Hey. So you know as well as I do that Two Hit doesn't listen to the podcast.
that's true.
At least I listen.
At least Michael
you.
listens.
Thank you, Michael.
He's one of our 3 listeners,
Yeah.
We appreciate that.
and we're happy to have you on the podcast with us.
Yeah.
I hope we had a good time.
Yeah. Thanks for Christian Law.
Yep.
There you go.
This-
Look at that.
This guy's a net. You're gonna. Thanks
Well-
to Christensen Law.
What else do we say?
What else? What else do we say on here?
Like,
Thanks, Harley.
Well, I mean, we like Harley. We like Hot Rod Harley Davidson. It's our
Okay.
favorite. It's our favorite dealership. What else do we say? Long time listener.
Long time listener.
Like, subscribe, comment, and share.
Yeah.
Beer and bourbon.
Beer and bourbon, attaboy. Powered by beer and bourbon. And this episode was. So hit the like, subscribe.
This wasn't powered by bourbon.
Yeah, we had.
Jameson.
Oh.
That was halfway.
Jameson's not bourbon.
You're right.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
With,
We had
bringing
my-
our
we
light.
had my
with your
little,
little sip of bourbon there.
we had beer
Yeah.
and Jameson
Yeah.
because
yeah.
it's
St. Patrick's Day.
Eve.
Eve.
St. Patrick's Eve. It's a new thing.
St. Patter's Eve.
All the kids are going to do it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. We're starting something. Although they seem to think that it's already been started. But,
Yeah.
all right, bikers. What are we going to say? Read your koozie.
Hey,
What?
how come you didn't finish that?
Oh, I'm
Life
sorry.
is short, bikers.
What else?
Gotta read the rest.
Can I read the rest of it?
Life is short. Get after it.
There you go.
Good job.
All right. Life is short, bikers. Get after it. Michael, say it.
Christensen Law.
Christensen Law. OG,
What?
what are you going to
like,
say?
subscribe, share, comment.
Yeah,
And
definitely.
drink.
And drink. Beer and bourbon.
Beer and
Beer and
bourbon.
bourbon.
Beer and bourbon.
PP.
Beer and bourbon.
I think that's PP's favorite part, beer and bourbon. Personally, I think he just comes here to drink beer and bourbon.
Beer and bourbon.
Beer and bourbon.
All right, folks, we are out of here. Have a good night. And
Christensen Law.
no, read that.
Life is short. Get after it.
There you go. Life is short, bikers. Get after it.
And get out of here. You sent me a picture of them Earnhardt bucks.
Thanks, everyone, for tuning in to the Mid-Michigan Biker Podcast. Be sure you're getting out there and riding.